Hello and welcome. My name is Peter Smith and I am with D.R. McNatty and Associates, and today I'm going to run you through a brief presentation and demo of Contract Management Interface, CMI. This is a custom application we have available to our hosted clients, and if you are using Oracle Primavera Contract Management, you'll find this presentation very useful. Some discussion points of this presentation is going to be what Contract Management Interface is, some benefits and features to the application, and I'm going to open up the application and give you a brief demonstration of its capabilities. So what CMI is. CMI is a 100% web-based application developed by D.R. McNatty. It provides our clients the ability to receive RFIs, submittals, and change proposal documents along with the attachments directly into the contract management database. The issue some of our clients were having is they were receiving a lot of construction documents via email attachments. So they would receive an RFI, for example, through an email attachment in a PDF form. They'd have to take this PDF and they'd have to manually enter it into their Primavera contract management system. And through the course of the project, they were getting more and more documents, whether it be from a general contractor or a subcontractor. They would get the daily reports, the PCOs, the submittals, the RFIs, all in email attachments. And not only was it really hard to keep track of these email attachments, but it was a lot of work to take the time and manually enter these into the system. So what CMI does is it takes all these attached documents, whether it be from a general or a subcontractor. It provides a web interface for them to enter that information in, and the web interface directly integrates the information into contract management. And it eliminates the need to double entry, and it saves a lot of time and a lot of money, and it still allows the security of having the contractor in a separate interface, so you don't have to show them all your information within your contract management system. This screen shows a couple of screenshots of CMI. You can see it's a very easy to use application. The goal of this application was to develop something that was simple and didn't require training to use. You log in, you pick a document, you fill out the required fields, and then you press submit and it goes directly into contract management. You can also submit it with attachments. Smaller attachments you can submit directly, and larger attachments, whether they be electronic submittal or maybe some drawings, you can attach a URL from your document repository if you're using SharePoint, and the information will still go into contract management. You can also run reports directly from CMI. So if you're a contractor submitting items, you can run a report on all the items that you have submitted. CMI is very configurable. We developed this in-house, and if there's certain fields that you want to change, we can make that happen. You will also receive an email notification. So if you're submitting an item, you receive an email notification that this item has been submitted and a brief breakdown of what was in that item. We have a couple current deployments out of CMI. We have them with Los Angeles Metro Rail, Metrolink, PG&E, SDG&E, and SCE. Okay, now I'm going to open up the application and I'm going to show you some of its features. So you can see it takes me to a screen right here, and I click on Contract Management Interface, and here I am. I've got my items I can submit on the left here, whether it be request for information, change proposal, submittal document, general correspondence, or daily report. And on the right here, I have the reports I can run, whether it be RFI report, change proposal report, submittal status report, general correspondence, and daily reports. There's also a link here where you can attach a user guide. For the sake of the demo, I'm going to walk you through submitting a request for information. So I click on that here, and it takes me to the form where it's broken out in tabs along here. All these fields are going to be the information that gets populated into Primavera Contract Management. Now I'm going to walk you through here, and I'm going to put it into our test project. And you can see as I select test project, these fields automatically get populated with the default responsible people in contract management. For the sake of the demo, I'm going to be sending it to me, and it's also going to be from me. This way I can show you all the features with it. I'm going to put in an RFI title, CMI test demo, and then I'm going to go to my questions tab where I can select whether the work was impacted. If this is not, the reason for the RFI, I'm going to say administrative, and the question, please demonstrate CMI features. You can also notice here that there's spell check recognition, and words it doesn't recognize, it'll highlight. Signed by Peter Smith, signed by date, and the required date, it automatically populates a week. I want this answer sooner, so I'm going to select this date. There's a details section where I can fill out the subcontractor's name. These companies are all populated from the Primavera Contract Management Database. And the attachments here, if I want to attach information along with it, whether it be a sketch or what have you. So I've got my information all filled out. I'm going to click Submit. It's going to process the order, and then it's going to take me back to this screen, and it's going to give me a notice saying your request 008 has been submitted. Now, I'm going to get into Primavera Contract Management in a second, but before I do, I just want to open these sections right here to give you an idea of what they have to offer. You can see here, again, it's going to be the tabular fashion here for all the details. Same with submittal documents. You can submit individual submittal items in with here. You can also submit attachments. So if you have electronic submittals, they'll go right into the system. You can see how quick and easy this is to jump around. General correspondence if you want to be more formal. And you can submit daily reports, and this is becoming very popular and saving a lot of time. You can log in here and you can fill out these fields, and it will directly go into contract management. And you can see you can also populate these fields from the previous report. Now, just to give you a brief idea, you can fill in the work activity, the labor associated with it. You can add more line items if you want. The equipment, materials, visitors, weather, and attachments if you want to attach some photos. And then here's the reports. You can run a report on the items you have access to. So you can see here it runs a report and gives a breakdown of the status of the RFIs that have been submitted. Okay, now I'm going to log into Primavera Contract Management, and I'm going to show you how these documents made its way in. Now there's going to be a couple of areas which you can get this document. You can go into your Communications tab and get the RFI, or because it was sent to me, it's going to appear in my Actions. If I log in here, I can see Request for Information. I have an action. It's due tomorrow, CMI Test Demo. I can drill right into the application from here, and you can see this is the RFI which I filled out in CMI. CMI Test Demo, to me, from me. The question, please demonstrate CMI features. And I can come right in here and I can answer this RFI. I don't have to manually enter it in. I don't have to worry about trying to keep track of it in my email attachments. It's going to make my life a lot easier if I'm on the job and I'm processing all these documents. So I hope you found this useful. If you do have any questions, feel free to contact me at psmith@drmcnatty.com. Again, this is an application which we developed in-house, which is available to all of our hosted clients.